Well, good morning. It's a Sunday morning, and it's been a while since I've posted anything, so I thought I would post something. Now then, I've been out of action for about a week, doing other things, and that's just the way that it goes with art. Sometimes you get distracted. I had to go away and then see some friends and have to do some business on the internet and stuff like that. And what I find when that happens is that I lose track of where I was. And with art, you really do need to get in there and get a few days going, so your eyes get in and your vision of where you're going and what you're doing, and you start to sift out what's wrong and what's right and what you want to do. And that's the exciting part. But when you come back to it after a break, you've completely lost it. You think, where am I going? What am I doing? What's going on? So what I like to do sometimes when I'm in that position is to go through an old piece of work, and because I've developed over the years and I think I've gotten better, although sometimes I look at my old work and I think, no, I probably haven't gotten better. It was much better when I was ignorant of anything and just going for it. But technique wise, I've definitely gotten better. So what I like to do is to paint old things just to get me started. It's just really to get me started. And this is an old Cassis painting that I've painted many times and really loved. And I've got some lovely 20 by 24 frames coming. I'm looking forward for those to arrive. And this picture will fit very nicely into the 20 by 24 white frame, and I think will look absolutely stunning. It's very naive, it's going to be very colourful, quite gestural, and that's it. And it's in oil, which is lovely. Now, I'm actually using Alkyd white on this, but I've got to tell you that my impression of Alkyd white is that yes, it's great because it dries the next day, but the actual effect on the canvas or whatever you're using is that it's quite dry, whereas with proper oil it has that sheen and that life about it. So I'm not going to use Alkyd whites all the time, just probably to get me started because of the drying time. Because the drying time, as a predominantly acrylic painter, that's how I've started my career as an acrylic painter. Painting in oil also, but learning as I go along, because oil is such a different medium. So this is a, let's say it's Cassis, and it's for quite tongue-in-cheek, so I can play around with it. And what this will do, what I'm hoping it will do, is just get me back into painting. It doesn't really matter if this doesn't go for sale. If I just have it in my house, because it's such a fabulous subject matter, it really is. And of course I went to Cassis, and I took those days I was taking photographs. So what I would have done was I would have taken a photograph. Well, what I did, I went to the other side of this little harbour here, and I took a photograph, lots of photographs, and came back with the photographs. In those days it wasn't digital, so some of the photographs didn't come out. In fact, most of them didn't come out. Usually I take 10 rolls of film with me, maybe 20 sometimes, and come back with 3, 4, 5 maybe good pictures to use, and that was it. But those pictures would be blockbusters. They'd be really good, stunning pieces of reference that I can use to create great paintings. I don't use photographs anymore. Just discovered that it wasn't for me. Let's bring this up really, because it was a Sunday, and tomorrow I'll be in the studio, and this will be dry because it's alkyd. It will be dry by tomorrow, so we can do a good head start. This blue down here, this lovely phthalo blue, and it's going to be, I'll put a cobalt on it with some violet greens and whatever other colour, so it really looks beautiful. It's coming on nice, isn't it? So anyway, I think that's kind of going to be about it. Okay, so I'll post when I've done a little bit more. So as you can see, I'm making some progress. It's just putting the whites of the boats there and colouring a bit more. Added some more colour to this lot. Put some white in there. So it's got that it's very zingy and colourful, and it's not in any way subdued. That's the last thing it is. So I'm not worried about being tempered. And what I'm concerned about is just being colourful and zingy, bright and breezy, and live and let live. It's just all about the colour, the shape, the design, the feeling, and so far the feeling is rather good, I'd say. Rather good. I say it myself. I do enjoy this, and as I say, the one thing that it does do, it just makes you think about what you want to do next. It's a springboard into my next picture, and it'll give me that continuity, because I'll go from one thing to another. And hopefully by the end of the week I would have knocked something decent out. What's that? There. I think that might be as I'm going to be coming into the studio tomorrow with this, I'm going to make sure that I've got everything planned and ready for tomorrow. So you've got to just these little bits here. Oops. I used a thing called Lemon Fresh or something like that. It's a white spirit that has no odour. It's very expensive. It's 30. Where is it? I'll show you this. You might like this. What's it called? It's called Studio Safe Solvent. It's 30 quid for 2.5 litres. And what it does, there's no fumes in it whatsoever. So if you're like me, and the fumes are starting to become a problem, which they are, I've got to tell you, fumes really were becoming a problem for me. It's great stuff, and it's lasted quite a long time, and it does. You know, if you put it, you know, you can reuse it. So that's a good thing. That's good. Excellent. Just little bits and pieces here and there for tomorrow. In there, you see a little bit. Whoops, like that. Ultramarine. Okay, perfect. Whoops, nope. I would be alright. You might notice that when you come to work it tomorrow. You might notice things like that. Right. Yeah. Yes, I love it. I tend to paint what I like, you know, what pleases me, because you can't really paint to please your audience, because you never paint anything decent really. You've got to just paint what you like and hope that other people like it. That's all you can do. That